Moving from being a do-it-yourself landlord to hiring a property manager is a super important change to make in any real estate investor's career path. When do you make that change, and is it worth it? What does a property manager actually do for you, and what do you get when you hire them? Anytime you're looking to acquire an asset, a real estate investment property, if there's tenants in place, a property manager is gonna be in charge of transferring all leases, getting tenant information. If it's a vacant property or it's a multifamily property and there's multiple vacancies, what they're gonna do is they're gonna professionally market the property, they're gonna show the property, get it on all different sites, get potential tenants through the property, vet those tenants out, accept applications, shuffle through which applications are the best, and ultimately they're placing that tenant for you at agreed upon a price that they work with you on. The great thing about a property manager that I tell people is they don't get paid unless you get paid. So if they go ahead and place a really crappy tenant and do a very bad job of collecting rent, they don't get paid anything, and they're the ones taking all the headache. Another thing that you're hiring a property manager to do is handle all day-to-day communication with tenants. So a good property manager will actually probably not want to have the tenant even have access to your contact information. They're going to be the only ones that want to communicate with the tenants, because that way they can control the communication. So say there's a leaky pipe, a toilet that's not working. That used to be a phone call that maybe a do-it-yourself landlord would get at 7 o'clock at night. And in this instance, when you have a property manager, they're the ones fielding those phone calls. They're the ones dealing with that headache. What does a property manager typically cost? From 5 to 10% of gross rent. So say you're collecting $2,000 in gross rent. For ease sake, we'll say 10%. That's $200 a month. If there's a fix that needs to happen, you still have to pay their maintenance crew to go fix the project, but you're gonna spend way less time, way less money. So for any investor that's either a high income earner that doesn't own any investment properties, but they want to get into the game, for someone who owns multiple investment properties or just one, but is a little bit nervous about expanding because they know that expands the amount of time that they're communicating with tenants. These are all really good examples of people that would benefit greatly from hiring a property manager. A really important distinction to make is, what is your time worth? One, you have to think of the time of answering that phone call. You have to think of the time that you're now spending, that's in your headspace. Spend time reaching out to a subcontractor or handyman, organizing a time to go see the property. You may have to meet them there, so that's more of your time spent. For me, I wish I got this advice a couple of years ago, because I was maybe 4 or 5 properties deep, but I thought if I hired a property management company, it was really gonna cost me an arm and a leg to do that, and it wouldn't make sense because it wouldn't be cost effective. What I also realized at that time was I didn't wanna expand my portfolio because I knew that would cut into time with my kids, time with my wife, just enjoying time away. And it was holding me back from buying that next property and expanding my portfolio. At this time, I was introduced to a property manager and my whole life shifted. I was okay with making a little bit less profit each month, but I had no headaches. And at this point, I can now say that was all passive income. So I could be on vacation in Florida and I'm collecting passive income, a paycheck each month from those properties. Don't let the fear of losing your time keep you from investing in real estate. It's important to understand that a property manager is there so you can invest your resources without losing all your time. If you want to learn more about what a property manager does, or be connected with someone that I really like, know, and trust, and has done an amazing job for me and my properties and allowed me to expand with free headspace, and all I'm thinking about is, how do I finance a deal and does it make sense? Please reach out, and I would love to have the conversation with you and make that connection. I would love to help you succeed and gain back your time.